A pair of AL clubs. Rangers baseball as Texas goes up against the Los Angeles Angels. And now it's out to Los Angeles with Gary Thorne, John Kruk, and Steve Phillips.
Not often do you see a long ball that is that long, but occasionally that fountain does get visited by the Cowhide here in Anaheim. The American League West, Los Angeles Angels against their Western Division rival, the Rangers from Texas. Happy to be with you, our broadcast of 2K Sports Major League Baseball. Our starting pitcher today, it'll be handled by Joe Blanton. Steve, he faces this Texas lineup today. What's his focus?
Well, at this point in his career, Joe Blanton's a guy that has to rely upon command and control. Nothing's overpowering, but he has that ability to dot an I with his fastball and then to go to the curveball, slider, or changeup to get outs.
Now we'll see how Ron Washington set this lineup today. Scouting pick, John, who are we looking at today?
Well, you'd love to see Mitch Moreland get to be an everyday player and get his 400 or 500 at-bats like a lot of the regulars do. Great raw power, great hands. He could be a solid run producer no matter where he hits in a lot.
First pitch of the game, it'll be to Ian Kinsler.
For the Texas Rangers, second baseman, number 5, Ian Kinsler.
At the belt, Blanton kicks and throws. And Ibar picks it up. That's one down. Here's how the Angels stack up on the diamond. Particular standouts here, John?
Well, the manager loves to be able to mix and match, and when you have players who can only play one position, sometimes you can get into some trouble with injuries. Alberto Callaspo, though, gives you a lot of different options. He can play second, he can play third, he can play short, he can even play first base, and I'm sure if you ask him, hey, he'll play the outfield too. He can play all four positions as equally as well, and that's the key, because a lot of times you lose something when you move a guy so much. He is an asset.
And he pulls into first base with that base hit. There's one down here.
Well, that's all you can ask your hitter to do. Find a way to get on base, and he does with one out. That base hit right there. A little bit of momentum. Let's see if they can move him around.
This one's popped in the air, drifting towards the right side. And Kendrick's there. Out number 2.
Now batting for the Texas Rangers, right fielder, number 17.
So Nelson Cruz will try to keep this going. Andrus at first. That one swung on, it's lined. And it's through. Base hit for Cruz.
Well, he handles that fastball on the inside corner very well. He clears his hands, rotates his hips, and gets himself a base hit to left.
It's going to be Przinsky. At the belt, Blanton kicks and throws. Fouled away. That one's drilled to short. And that'll put Przinsky on first. Andrus will score.
Now batting.
Well, this guy's helping his team get off to a good start. Not only does he drive in a run here in the first inning, but now he can also make something happen with his legs.
So looking to capitalize on the RBI situation, Lance Berkman. What we're seeing here is just a great push. They've been able to jump out in front here in this ball game. You love to get the other team down early.
A nice approach at the plate so far from this offense, and they came out of the gates early, determined to get up on the board.
Here's the 0-1 from Blanton. Swung on by Berkman. He hammers it. Off the wall. Here comes Cruz to the plate. And Cruz comes in.
Oh, he likes that ball up in the zone. He can see it well. He just pounds it for a base hit and drive it in a run.
And this is called manufacturing runs the old-fashioned way.
Now, there's so many different ways to do it. Lump the base hits together.
David will get an RBI chance. Steve, we've seen them continue to charge it up at the plate, and it doesn't look like they're going to be stopped.
Well, it's a nice job here, jumping out in front early. Getting that production really helps change the strategy of the game. Changes the...
There's the swing. This ball is crunched deep into straightaway center. He heads all the way back to the warning track and gets the out. Great offense early. First inning sees the first 2 runs of this game. The Rangers on.
Now batting for the Los Angeles.
Here's a glance at Texas's starter. Steve will be watching how he approaches this Angels lineup.
A good-looking lefty on the mound right here against the lineup that could put some runs up on the board. So pretty even matchup. So it's going to come down to which side executes better than the other. Oftentimes we say good pitching can beat good hitting.
And he swings and hits this one foul. And Mike Trout comes up empty with that swing. Strike 3, and that sets him down.
Well, he made it look easy right there. Slicing and dicing, just attacking the strike zone. 3 pitches, all for strikes. Sit down.
Now let's take a look at the lineup for the Angels. Any of these bats stand out, John?
Well, you hear the term thrown around. He's a 5-tool player. Mike Trout just might be that guy. Great hitting skills. He has power. It's going to come along as he gets a little older, and his speed is off the charts.
That's a strike. Perez gets it by.
Angels have to be holding a grudge for what happened last season. They held a slight lead in the AL wildcard, but Texas came back, swept them over the last series, and they ended up losing.
And that's a strike. Eric Ibar. Now he's going to be behind in the count. Talking about that last series last year, Texas came to Anaheim, nothing to play for, already clinched. They weren't going to get the home field advantage. Boy, that had to be a tough way to end it for the Angels, John.
I'm sure it left a bitter taste in their mouths, but I think the Angels were a little bit spent at that point. The last month of the season was a wild one for him.
Well, he's up in the mid-90s now, so pretty good velocity, but not much break on it.
Here's how the Rangers stack up defensively. John, anyone in particular that we want to keep an eye on?
Well, with such a live bat, you can see why Ian Kinsler got to the big leagues. But bat sometimes isn't enough to stay there. You have to be able to field the ball. He's very athletic. He's great at turning the double play. He's not afraid to take risks out there with some behind the back, glove flips. A lot of that is because Kinsler's so athletic.
Strike 1. Swung on by Pujols. Strike 1. Just 1 hit, 14 career at bats against the Rangers. Strike 2. Now no balls, 2 strikes. Pujols needs to protect that strike zone.
No one can stop the machine. You're out.
Strike 3. Pujols swings and misses, turned away empty-handed. And they are retired in short order. Good defensive half inning. And we'll see the Rangers. An afternoon in Orange County. What a great place to watch a baseball game. Angel Stadium in Anaheim. And in the batter's box, here's Moreland. He's going to get us started. Second inning. Swings and grounds this one foul, wide of third. Here's the 0-1 from Blanton. Boy, that one is stung up the middle. And he's out at first. What an out. Great play made. Boy, middle of the infield. You love that kind of help.
Well, he stretched out as far as he could possibly go to be able to make the play. Gold glove effort.
Here's Gentry now with a wiggle waggle coming to the plate.
To be successful, you have to be good within your own division. Well, last year the Angels just 27-30 against the rest of the AL West.
Up the middle. Makes its way through for a single. Zoe and Kinsler will come up now. We're talking about the Angels, that sub-500 record against the West, playing Texas 19 times. That makes it very, very tough in that division, John.
Absolutely. The Texas
swung on. That is hit. And that's going to be a base hit for Kinsler. Good offensive chance here. Talked about those numbers for Kinsler, John. That 155 games was a high for him.
And you know what you're going to get with Kinsler when he stays healthy. He can steal bases. He can hit home runs.
Swing and a line to left. 2 away. That keeps those runners at first and second.
He's got a shot of getting out of this now. Big time out. He's got 2 down. He's only 1 out away from working out of this jam.
Here's Adrian Beltre, 2 outs and 2 on. And the first pitch. First pitch, fastball, 0-1.
Checking out the scouting report, it looks to me like he's going to come back with an 0-1 fastball right here.
It's hit foul by Beltre.
Foul!
And Beltre, another foul ball.
Well, you're told with an 0-2 count to spread out your stance and to choke up on the bat so you can put the ball in.
Swings, hits this one pretty well. Deep right center. Gorgeous. That'll do it as they put that one away. So no runs, 2 hits, and they strand 2. Texas 2. The Angels nothing. For those of you just joining in, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. And Josh Hamilton up. Starts him out with a fastball for a strike.
Well, that's a pitch a lot of guys can do some damage on, but unfortunately, the pitcher gets the strike. The hitter couldn't swing the bat.
And with 2 strikes on him now, Josh Hamilton, he'll protect that strike zone.
Let's see what he's going to do 0-2. The hitter's got to be guessing right now.
Perez with the delivery. And that one is swung out and missed, and Josh Hamilton ends his AB.
A really nice sequence right there. He had good rhythm, 3 great pitches in a row, and sits him down.
Hitter never got a chance to get his balance, get his at-bat going there, John.
Well, he just didn't look good right there in the batter's box. He needs to take a better defensive approach to extend the at-bat a little longer.
Trumbo is ready to go. He stands in.
Well, as great as 2011 was, it ended in another heartbreak.
A swing and a fly ball to left center field. And Murphy's going to play it as he gets to it for the out. And that 2011 World Series Steve was talking about will forever live with the idea that Texas twice was 1 strike away from the championship, John, and they could not get it.
Yeah, and the Rangers shouldn't try to dwell on that. It was a tremendous...
Swung on, hit by Kendrick. And Cruz is there. And that's the 3rd out. That'll do it. Only 5 pitches to get out of that inning. That'll rest your mind. Texas still ahead.
The plate for the Texas Rangers.
It's Nelson Cruz. Already had success so far in this one. He got a single off Blanton.
If I'm up to bat, I'm looking for another fastball early in the count that I can drive. You've seen it once. You know he's able to get around on it, and it doesn't lock him up. He's got to be able to put that ball in play.
That's one away.
Well, nicely done there. Ranges to his right over to second base, able to plant and throw and get the runner.
It's going to be Brzezinski. Singled home a run in his last at bat. Goodwood hits it right back up through the pitcher. And it gets through 2 for 2. That will bring up Lance Berkman.
It's nice to get that runner on base with 1 out. Good piece of hitting that single. Now they got something to work with. Well, a lot of people had Lance Berkman written off thinking his career was over. He left Houston. He joined the Yankees. He struggled in both cities. 2011, though, St. Louis, a turnaround.
Into the alleyway. He'll likely get extra bases on this. And here's Brzezinski heading home. And he will score. Great base running. And if you look at Berkman, I mean, the comeback player of the year in the league, the boom or bust was all boom last year, 300 and over the and got back to that 30 home run mark, John.
Yeah, not only did he surprise his teammates and people around baseball, he surprised himself, because when you asked him about it, he had
swing and a liner to right center. And he's on now. That's going to be another hit for them. And the run is in. Gets one at second.
Texas Rangers, first baseman, number 18.
And in the batter's box, here's Moreland. Just one player picking up after another, Steve. This is a good offensive show going on, and they're climbing the ladder with it.
That last hit puts a little bit more daylight in this lead.
Towards the middle, played by Ibar. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. So, Joe Blanton, he's out of the inning. He's allowed 4 runs to score, puts a deuce on the scoreboard for the 3rd inning. And we'll see the Angels.